Okay, so Carys, you're coming towards the end of your PGCE now, and you've made some really good progress. And I know we've discussed your progress through I3, which is the innovation part of the standard, and how you've made that progress up to being of a capable level. And so I know this school is quite innovative, and you've had to learn a lot about the innovation and how you use that in your practice. So can you give us an overview of how you originally started and how you feel you've made progress in that area?
So when I first started, I was a little bit nervous about introducing new things and trying new things in class. Didn't really have the confidence to try them because I didn't know the reaction I'd get from the pupils. But throughout time, I've tried things, and if they've worked, I've developed them a bit further, and if they haven't worked, I've tried something different. I've spoken to colleagues about what's worked in their class, and I've gone to see some of their classes and what's working for them, and either just implemented it into my class or adapted the idea slightly within my class to work for the pupils I have.
Yeah, and I suppose it's a confidence level as well, isn't it? Because the type of pupils you've got as well are their needs are very varied, so it's about having that confidence to try some new things out, isn't it? Yeah,
definitely, and if you give it a go and it doesn't work, as long as you've got the confidence in yourself to say, well, that hasn't worked, let's try something different, then that's fine. There's nothing wrong with trying it and it not working and trying something different.
So have you got any examples of something that you might have tried that, it pushed you out of your comfort zone a little bit and supported you in planning for your class? And
so I tried group work, and I tried I've got quite a mix of levels in my class, so I tried having the children that are working at national curriculum levels with the children that are working with P levels to see if they could support each other, and it wasn't very successful. I found that I needed to support the P level groups a lot more than I needed to support the national curriculum groups, and the children who were national curriculum wanted to get their jobs done and finish and move on. So I then adjusted it, and I had one member of staff working with the National Curriculum 3, and then 3 members of staff working with the P Level 3, and it worked a lot better.
Yeah, because it's very different in our school, isn't it? It's not just about arranging the environment and the pupils, but you've got a very large staff team
I have,
to manage in your class. So that must have been quite new to you as well.
Yes.
With developing your practice.
Definitely. I think at the moment it's me and 5 other members of staff.
So 6 members of staff in class
it's almost managing a small team then.
Absolutely.
And having people work to their strengths, but also whilst you're trying to gain their confidence, by gain your confidence, pushing their confidence as well, and moving them around slightly, so if anyone is off ill, then you've got a team that can work with all the pupils.
So how do you feel that working with some of your colleagues in the department has helped? Because it's not only, we do a lot of cross-departmental work here as well, and I know you're next to a teacher who's not in your department, but you may work in quite similar ways.
Definitely. There's a wide range of skills within the department, and there's a wide range of teaching techniques, and they all seem to work for their own reasons. So I'm not a very sit down at your table and do your work class, whereas some of the classes might be. So if our focus is on, this was a big thing for me, if the focus is on reading, if they read it sat on the wall outside, or if they read under a table, that's fine. The focus is on reading. Yeah. If the focus is to do a worksheet or be part of circle time, if it's more to be part of circle time, then the focus is learning to sit as a group. And it was having the confidence that reading under a table was okay because I wanted them to read.
Yeah, so very much thinking out of the box, isn't it? And thinking of different approaches that work, and why not?
Yeah, why not?
Those different areas. Yeah. So you feel that that's had an impact on the learning of your pupils as well, because you've had to be flexible in your approach to teaching.
Definitely.
But they've also had their flexible approach to their learning then as well.
Well, yes, because if I say in a reading lesson that I push the focus as we have to sit at the desk, we have to read at a desk, they're already off baseline by the time I then get them to read. So they're not working at their best when they're learning to read. So I'm not getting the most out of the pupils that way. And then my stress levels are up, the pupils' stress levels are up, whereby, as you say, why not read under a table?
Yeah. So it seems like you've developed your practice really successfully over the time that you've been with us.
Yes, definitely. And it's having the confidence that it's okay. And if, like, I always used to worry, say, that one of the SLT would walk into the room and I was sat under a table reading, and they'd be like, why are you sat under a table reading? When actually, as I got to work here and got to know people and look at other classes, that was okay. It's for the learner. You've got to work to the learner.
Absolutely. And acknowledgement that all of our children are different.
Definitely.
And
yeah. They all have their quirks.
As well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. Thank you.